Hey, did you know you can use your iPad to take notes and organize them in such a way that it works for you? You don't have to carry all those bulky paper notebooks with you anymore because now, if you have an iPad and an Apple Pencil, you just create dozens of digital notebooks inside and write your notes like a pro. In order to get started, you will need an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and an annotations app. These annotations apps are available on the market, and the three of them that I recommend are Noteshelf, Goodnotes, and Notability. Noteshelf app is my favorite, so I recommend to everyone, but you can try the rest and see which one you like the most. Once you have that app installed on your iPad, go ahead and create dozens of digital notebooks to write down both your plans, your goals, your daily notes, your notes with your employees, your notes about photography, your notes about trips and vacations. There are a lot of options that you can use a digital notebook for, and really the sky is the limit. If you want to get even more productive, I have a news for you. I'm creating digital planners for 3 years, and I just launched the 2022 Outline Planner. This planner has a very simple structure so everyone can use it. It's very friendly, you will love it, but it also allows you to customize your notes. So I have created this walkthrough video to take you step by step on the planner structure, how to navigate the planner, and so many more goodies so you can see exactly what I mean. The planner has a simple structure, and in order to illustrate that structure, I'm going to use the Noteshelf app and a option of the planner that already has some content inside. So let's slide the first pages to see what the planner has. So inside the 2022 calendar, you have three main sections. The planning section includes yearly pages, monthly pages, weekly and daily pages, and can be mostly accessed through this vertical navigation on the side. Still from this navigation, you can also access the 150 built-in page templates. It's this tab here where it says the extra. You will click this one and you will get to the collection of those page templates. Also from this navigation, you can access the third section of this notebook, which is one of the secret sauce. And I'm referring to the 7 color built-in notebooks. Each of these notebooks are simple notebooks with 12 linked chapters that will help you organize your information easier. You can easily navigate all those sections by clicking the tabs, and don't forget that in Goodnotes you will have to activate the links in order for those tabs to work. I'm going to explain more about each section in the following video, but what I want to explain right now is something you have to check. In the extra section, please go to the tutorial and you will have more information to check, like how to navigate the planner. Please go ahead to all those notes, how to use the links and such. And also you have links to all these planner structure and contents, and how to use these color notebooks right here. Please go through this tutorial to know exactly how to use the planner. Now I'm going to show you exactly what the vertical navigation includes. So I'm going to go step by step to each page. The first icon is the 2022 calendar, and then you have the plan, which is the master page where you can put down your plans for 2022 for big milestones, actions to complete, and results and such. And then you have the extra. Again, this is also an important icon because it will bring you to the extra templates, stickers, and tutorial pages. And then you will start with the monthly pages. So basically you are going to go to the monthly calendar pages. You can always just jump like this. You will go to the 7 built-in notebooks. I've already added some content here for this video. but you can choose any color and go to that notebook. So that's how the vertical navigation works. And now let me show you one other navigation that's inside this planner. I call it the horizontal navigation. It's usually inside the planning sections, and it's that one here. It has some links to monthly, weekly, and daily pages, depending on where you are on the planner. So for example, for the monthly planner, you will only have links to the other monthly pages. And when I say that, let's go to September, and I'm going to show you how this planning page for September is connected with other planning pages for September. Like for example, the money page, the tracker, the one win a day for the entire month, and the review of that month. You can also use this kind of navigation in the weekly page, where you have access to the monthly links and weekly links to meal plans, ideas for the week, and weekly results. And lastly, you can have this navigation in the daily page. And from the daily page, you have links to the monthly pages for that month, to the weekly pages for that current week, and for the daily notes for that day, just like this. And there is one other navigation that I want you to know. Let's go back to the monthly page. Let's go to these special monthly pages for money, tracker, win at the day, and the review. You see here on the top of the screen, you have an additional navigation with the name of the month. So this one allows you to jump to a different month in this category. So inside here, I am in the review the month category. So if I jump to September, I can go to see the review for September. If I jump to June, I will see the review page for June. I have the exact same options for the other categories. Let's say I'm going to the money. And if I go to September, I will see the September money. Also, if I want to see the full year review for the money for this category, I just check 2022. And I have the full review for my money. And of course, again, I can see the full review for money tracker, wins and results right here from the navigation. Let me show you. The 2022 Outline Planner has extra links that will help you go anywhere inside the planner very quickly. The 2022 calendar, which is this one here, has a lot of links that will allow you to go to a week or a day. A monthly calendar page has links that will allow you to go to any week or day as well. A weekly page has links that will allow you to go to any single day for that week. And you see here you have 3 options for each day, meaning that you can go to the daily page, daily planning page, daily life notes or simple notes, and daily work notes, which are also simple notes pages. Other extra links you will find in the tracker. The tracker page will have links to the daily pages right here, as well as the win a day page. Again, you will have links to the daily page. Other extra links can be found in the weekly meal plan. This one here gets you to the daily planning page. And some more links can be found right inside these pages under the titles. So you see how you are in the notes page for the daily notes page. You can easily click this title and you will be back to the daily planning page. You can do the same for the work. Go to work, hit the title, you will be back to the planning. And there is also this link here that will bring you back to the weekly view. just like this. So choose any day, go back to week. Choose any day, go back to week. Apart from that, you will also have links to end of the month recap or weekly results. These are placed here and they're meant to remind you that you need to review your week or your month. Also, I want to show you these additional links here, which says previous and next. Usually when you see these links, you will jump to the next page from the same category. Why are these links important? Especially since these weekly pages, or usually pages from the same category, are placed one after another. Well, if you ever decide to add more templates just after, for example, this page here, whenever you will slide the page, you will not have the weekly page one after another. However, if you use the links from the top of the screen, you will actually jump from one week to another with no interruption. Now let me show you the notebooks and how they work. I told you that the notebooks have these 12 chapters and each of these 12 chapters have links. Let's go to the second one because I have some content inside. I'm going to go to the first chapter and you see I already have added some notes. You can use the next and previous links to jump from one chapter to the next chapter to the next chapter. Also, you can slide a page and see the contents for that chapter. You usually can see in which chapter you are by seeing the number here. Let's say number 2, it's the Vault Digital Notebooks. And the color. The color allows you to see which of the notebooks you are in. Inside the calendar, you have a few yearly pages. The first one, the 2022 calendar, is right here, accessible from the first icon. And it includes links to the weekly pages and to the daily pages. It also includes links to 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, and end of year review pages. Use this page to capture the most essential events throughout the year. For example, in my case, I like to capture the no work weeks or vacations, the courses I have throughout this year, some important stuff like our house permits and building, and the health check schedule. I use this for different things every single year, so in order to always know how I use it, I'm using a small legend here on the bottom of the screen that will tell me exactly what the notes are about. This page is followed by another 2 pages or 1 page depending on the model of the planner. This is the 2022 overview. I, however, replaced that title with the 2022 birthdays because that's how I'm going to use these pages for. You see, 2022 overview. Let's go back and leave it like it is. These pages have links to the weekly view pages, and I have used these 2 pages for birthdays, and again I have used a small legend here showing me which of the event has passed or which one is following, and also if I have bought any gifts or if I have to still buy those gifts, you see, like this. Now let's go back to the 2022 calendar because I want to show you how to reach the other yearly pages. Click on End of the Year Review and you will get to the page where you can review the full year. From this page, you can see other 2022 yearly pages for money, tracker, wins, and of course the review. So money is this one. Tracker is this one, wins, and back to the review. Still from this page, you can access the 3 months, 6 months, 9 months review pages, just like you can do it from this area of the 2022 calendar page. If you need more yearly pages, you can add more after this page or after these pages that are dedicated for different categories. And you can take those built-in page templates from the extra section. Just go ahead to those categories, find the proper template to use, and add it after those available pages. Let's start with the calendar page for September because I have already filled in some information inside. Again, this page will have links to the weekly pages and to the daily pages. Also, this page allows you to track your monthly focus and always track your progress. But also, it allows you some space to track other things, reminders, and important stuff you want to remember for that month. Now let's use the horizontal navigation and see what other categories you can take notes in for these particular monthly pages. Here it is, the monthly money page, where you can track your income and the total income and your expenses and the total expenses. I like to always keep an eye on how much I saved every month, so I put that result right here on the top in green. The tracker for September looks like this. Again, you have links to the daily pages, and you can decide how you will track, what you will track on the left side of the screen, and then use your own system to check the days when you have completed those tasks or items. I always put in yellow the kind of category I'm tracking. So for September, I've only tracked the health category. The one win a day page is used for wins, but also for lessons. So I'm usually using a color code key here on the top of the screen to indicate which one is which. And this is the list. For each of those days, I have added a win or a lesson. Don't forget that each of these numbers actually link to the days. So click on any number and you'll be going to the daily planning page. The review page for that month allows you to track your accomplishments, the goals you have met, which one you didn't, and then how would you boost your productivity and what kind of people you have met, how to improve their relationships with your relationships with those people. And don't forget to always make plans for the following month. If you need more space for monthly pages, you can always go to the extra section, select a built-in page template and add it anywhere after the available monthly pages, and you will be able to do so. To go to a weekly page, you can always visit the monthly calendar and click on these numbers here, or you can go to the 2022 calendar and click on these weeks here. Let's go to week 35. The weekly page looks like this. You have space for your focus and priorities right here on the left side of the screen. The layout is a list layout because it allows you to actually prioritize your tasks and then organize them by day. On the right side of the screen, you have space for the focus of the week and then some extra space to take notes, important notes for that week. Below here, you have the reach out and connect. You basically write down the name of the people you want to reach out and connect that week. Now let's go back to the filled in week. You see that I usually have these checklists here on the right side of the screen to track my progress for the yearly goal, what I have to do and my to-dos, the action plan, and then the progress for my projects. I usually copy this entire section and paste it to the next week so I can see the progress. Still on this page, I like to add my tasks, my priorities, but also some of the meetings I have, for example, my piano class or a Skype call. I use the color codes to indicate which one is for work, and the blue one is for work, or which one is for relaxation. And you see here the piano class or the relax and reconnect are for relaxation. One other thing you have noticed on this page is that I circle some icons. I don't always use the daily pages, so whenever I do use them, I circle the icon that is linked to that page. For example, for Friday, September 2, I have notes in the planning page, in the life notes page, and in the daily work notes page. You will also see that I have circled these icons in the horizontal navigation. That's because I have content in the monthly money, monthly tracker, monthly wins, and monthly review, but also I have content on the weekly pages for ideas and for results. Now let's go to the weekly plan. The weekly meal plan, it's not circled because it doesn't have any content, but it looks like this, and you have space for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks information, and also links to the daily pages. The weekly idea page is really the page where you can brainstorm everything. I use it for that. You can use it for other things as well, but this is one simple notes page, always connected with the weekly planning page by clicking the weekly number here or by clicking the title. The review page or the results page for that week is a simple notes page where you can track your goals and deliverables, but also you can track the productivity bottlenecks and how to fix them. Don't forget to also put down your plans for the following week. Always go back to the planning week by clicking the week number or the title. To jump from one week to the following or to the previous week, use this previous and next, and you will be right there. These come in very handy whenever you add more weekly pages just after the weekly planning page. When you add more pages, when you slide the page, you will have the flow interrupted. However, if you use these links here, you will go from one week to another without any flow interruption. Also on the weekly page, don't forget that for some weeks you have this green button here which says end of the month recap. I'm going to remind you that it's the last week of the month and you have to review the month. These links are also available in weekly meals, weekly ideas, and of course weekly review. Again, always go back to your week by clicking the week number. Now let's see the daily planning pages available in the 2022 outline planner. You can always reach those pages from the 2022 calendar by clicking these numbers for the days, or from the monthly calendar page by clicking these numbers for the day, or from the weekly planning page by clicking these numbers. You see that you have 3 options for each and every single day, and these are the daily planning page, the daily life notes, simple notes, and the daily work notes, again simple notes pages. Let's go to the first one. The daily planning page has a hourly slot right here on the left side of the screen. In the portrait view, the hourly slot starts at 4 and ends at 12 in the midnight. You also have space for notes right here on the other side of the page with some indication for workout, water, and your mood. To go to the other 2 pages linked to this day, September 2, you have these daily icons here. It's the work, daily work, and daily life notes. Let's go to the work one. It's a simple notes page where you can list the details, and if you tap the title, you will be back to the daily planning page. Let's go to the life page now. Daily life notes. This is it. Again, use it for whatever you want to use. Usually people use it for journaling, but it's up to you. You can always switch between them like this, and to go to the daily planning page just like this. If you want to go back to the weekly page, you will use this link here, week number. And if you want to go to any other pages that are linked to that current day, like the monthly pages for September because I'm in September, or the weekly pages for that current week, just use this horizontal navigation. Let's see. We are in September, so we can see the September money and tracker and wins and reviews. Now you might ask, how do I go back? So you go back by either going to September tab and then click 2 for the day, or you just go to the tracker and select 2 here. And you're back to the planning page. Still from this page, you can go to the weekly pages like the meal plan for that current week, like the ideas for brainstorming and the weekly review or results page. You can always go back to the planning page from the meal plan that has links to that day. If you don't like a particular page, for the daily page, for example, or for the notes page, if you want something different, you can always screenshot the templates. I'm going to just pick one like this. Remove the navigation. Okay, tap this icon here which says share and then look for copy. So done. Let's delete this for now and you can go back. We were in September in the work. Let's go to the next one and use the lasso tool or the rectangle and hit paste, and that page, that screenshot will be pasted here. Slide the page a bit and you will move it around this. And you have just changed the page layout by screenshotting a built-in page from the extra section and paste it inside the current page. The 2022 calendar has review pages for yearly review, 3, 6, and 9-month review, and for every month and week. So I'm going to show you every single of those pages. The long-term review, which is the end of year, 9-month, 6-month, 3-month review, are accessible from the 2022 calendar, and this page, calendar page, and you can access this page from this icon. Now let's go to the end of year review by clicking this, and you see this is the page with links to the 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months review. The monthly review pages can be accessible from the monthly calendar or other monthly pages by clicking this icon here, and you will be directed to the review page. You can always go and check another monthly review page by using this navigation. Or you can go to the yearly review page by tapping the 2022. The monthly review pages can be also accessible from the weekly and from the daily pages. Just look for this monthly section here in the horizontal navigation is the first icon. So I'm in a weekly view right now, and if I click this, I'm going to go to the monthly review for September, just like this. And if I'm going to a day, and I'm going to click in the monthly section here, the first icon, that's for a review of the month, which is September. I'm going to go to the monthly review for September. The weekly review pages are accessible from the weekly pages and from the daily pages. Just look in the weekly section here and tap the first icon and you'll be there. Also available from the meal plan and weekly ideas. Just tap this icon and you will be there. For the daily pages, look for the same weekly section here and tap this icon. And you will be directed to the weekly review for that current week. Although you have easy links to review your progress every now and then, or every month, or every week, well, we sometimes forget about that. So what I did this year is to remind you that you need to review. So I have added in the weekly page a button right here on the top that says end of the month recap. It reminds you that you have to review the month. I have the same type of approach for the last day of the month. I have this green button that says end of the month recap. So you have to review the month. But not just the month, but you can also review the week. So if I go to this Sunday page, since it's the last day of the week, I will have this reminder that I need to do the end of the week review. The secret sauce of the 2022 digital planner is the extra templates. I have included inside more than 150 built-in page templates that you can use throughout the planner. I'm going to show you the full section just right now. If you want to access the extra template section, you'll have to click this icon here which says extra, and you will be directed to the index page. The index page includes 12 linked chapters. The first chapter will bring you to the color palette, fonts and keys, while the last chapters are to save stickers or page templates, but also to check the tutorial. The rest from 2 to 9 are actually planning page templates organized by category. Let's take it one at a time. The color palette, fonts and keys is the place to see what kind of colors are used throughout the planner, what kind of fonts I recommend, and also to write down what kind of fonts you are going to use and what kind of colors. Writing down the colors you're going to use and the fonts you are going to use will allow you to be consistent throughout the planner. Also, what you can do is add your personal key. The personal key is a reminder of what kind of bookmarks you are going to use or what kind of tags you are going to use. For example, I use the untitled bookmark to always bookmark the current page so that I can easily find it whenever I need. I will also bookmark the birthdays and I will bookmark this exact page as the key. The tags I'm going to use throughout my planner are the most important tags for me, which are 3 digital notebooks I have currently: the outline book, outline planner, outline meetings. These are not the only one I have, but these are the most important, so I'm going to tag every single page where I take notes about these products. And I'm also going to tag the members of my team. I don't have team members just yet, but when I will use this system. Let's go back to the extra templates and check the section PNG stickers and custom page templates. Inside this section, you can add your stickers right on these pages, so you can easily copy paste them when needed. Don't go overboard with too many stickers because it can crush your planner. Now the next section is about custom page templates. These are also some sort of stickers, but if the stickers are small and they only cover sections on your page, the page templates are actually bigger stickers that covers the full page. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to slide, open a side-by-side view of my planner and add a full page template, drag and drop, scale, I think it looks okay, and then I'm going to add a sticker, not this one, this one. I'm going to scale it just a bit and I'm going to save it here. Let's close this. So this is how I add a sticker or a page template. And now whenever I want to use this page template, all I have to do is copy the page from here and paste it anywhere. And if I want to use the stickers, all I have to do is select the rectangle or the lasso tool, copy and paste it anywhere on my planners pages. Now let's see every single of the page templates one by one, the planning and outline templates. You have here in the index page a list with what kind of templates you should expect. This is the outline with milestones, actions to complete for each milestone, and also the results. Another outline page, but you have a goals section here on the top and the rewards section as well. The clarity map can be used to write down or list down everything you have accomplished, what you're currently focusing on, and what's next. This will bring you a bit more clarity. The life-work balance is something I'm going to use to write down your crazy life goals and work goals, then other important events for life and work, the health or money, the personal growth or new skills, vacations and business trips, and other stuff. This is a master plan for the year, just in case some of you are used to this kind of layout that I have used in 2021. And some planning pages. This is a nice layout to use. I'm going just one by one so you can see. This is a daily page. And we are going to the next chapter, which is about the notes templates. You have a list with what's included inside here, like for example the corner notes and such. So simple notes pages, the corner notes in 2 options, and other notes pages. This one here, you can see it's totally blank. It only has the navigation. You can use this one to paste other page templates inside, like screenshotting a page template, paste it here, and then use it as a page template as well. You will notice that at the end of the notes section, I have also included dark background pages with simple lines or with just anything on the page. You can use those pages to write down in the evening if you used to take notes late in the night. The meetings templates have a meeting list page and then this weekly calendar page with the morning section, evening section, and also space for the 8 to 5 hourly slots. Meeting notes page, it's very a bit adjusted since the last year. It has a agenda and a shorter to-do list. Also, I have included some additional meeting notes layouts. The projects, order, prices, and people. Again, this is a nice section. Let's go through. Projects lists, project details, similar to the last year template. Projects management, where you can list the 5 projects you are currently working at and the steps you need to do to move it forward. Also, if you are waiting for some people to with something, or you have to reach to some sort of people. And the pricing worksheet is something new. You can use the pricing worksheet for physical products, for digital products, or for a particular service. If none of these work for you, you also have this pricing worksheet that's a simple layout for expenses and income. Invoice tracker, you can always list for project, service, or client the number of invoices you have delivered and then the invoice you currently have to bill and the next invoices. The workflow usually works for a client. You can always write down the steps that the clients needs to follow in order for the project to be completed successfully, and you have a checklist for that client or project and a few notes. the tracker, it's used for projects, activity, and milestones. And again, add the list with complete tasks, ongoing tasks, and the next and following tasks. The Gantt chart is available on with two options, the 1 year Gantt chart and the 2-year timeline. And then you have order lists with order details, people list with people details. And let's go to the social media page template. The social media page template has a master plan and then the monthly and weekly pages, but also a page for creative details, which means I'm actually talking about your post, and you can list the idea, the title idea, the description, what kind of format has this post, the call to actions, keywords, the to-dos you have to complete, and when you're going to publish it. If you like to see the stats, you can always track them here. Just add the account you are going to track, like for example, Facebook, Instagram, or Facebook group, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, let's say, or LinkedIn, and you can track the following, the likes, the comments. You actually have 3 rows for each, so you can track more, but you can also use just one indicator for each of those accounts. Money tracker. This is a page that you can actually use for anything, not just for the social media tracking, and it allows you to track your expenses for a month and the income for a month. Team and affiliates details, and then health templates. Starts with a health plan where you can track your goals and write down a few information about personal and medical history, medical interventions, allergies, current health concerns, current medication and treatments, and family members' health concerns. Weekly self-care tracker with space for exercise and vitamins, but also a space to track your meals and to log your thoughts, behavior, and emotions. The same page can be in a simple layout just for medication and anxiety log and therapy appointments, or just for workout. And you can have space for workout every single week of the month. Then other pages where you can plan things, appointments, healthcare providers, details of your healthcare providers, appointment details. This is very good, especially if you have an important health appointment and you want to prepare yourself for that. You want to write down the diagnostic and the treatment plan. Sleep tracker is also a nice addition to this planner. The food, mood, poop tracker, it's an old template. The shopping for the week. Clean eating, healthy meals ideas, receipts. The personal templates, let's go through those as well. This is for journaling, some layouts available. Also for journaling based on the moon status, it's like the new moon or full moon. Then it follows by the bill pay checklist. Write down your expenses and when exactly throughout the month you have to pay them, how much they are, and if you pay them by PayPal or credit card, you put it here and just check the month when you have paid it. Expenses list. It's another way to track your expenses. Expenses tracker. This is nice if you have monthly expenses but also yearly expenses. You can use this page for both of them. Subscriptions tracker. If you have expenses tracker, most probably you pay this by manually, either by wire transfer or cash. But if you have subscriptions, those most probably these are automatically paid, so you can use this page for subscriptions. Monthly money page. This is the old monthly money page tracker, house cleaning and decluttering, home repairs tracker, maintenance, home projects, book reading. I've added a few layouts for the book reading and book notes, movie tracker, and what's new inside this planner is a TV show tracker, trip planning, trip packing list. It's also, I think it's new as well, and you can always check the time of the year. Actually, the time of the year it's here, and the goal of the trip, whether it's leisure or business. Birthday gifts lists, passwords, emergency contacts. And now let's go to the to-dos, checklists, challenges, and such. You have a few options for the to-dos, but also you have some ideas for the checklists. This one here, you see, it includes the full week from month to Sunday, but this one, it only includes the working days, monthly to Friday. This checklist only includes the week's number, and this one allows you to track tasks by day and week. One line a day, this is also a nice template to use to track things every single day, like the gratitude and such. One win a day, it's similar to the one win a day you have in the planning section. One win a month as well. And then we have a few pages for challenges. This one is for 30-day challenge, where you can track your goals and the results, and then everything you need to track every single day for 30 days in a row. The 90-day challenge follows the same pattern, but has 90 days slots. And then the 52 weeks challenge. I have a challenge tracker page as well. This is to get details about the challenge, 5 reasons you really want to complete this challenge, how you're going to reward yourself at the end of the challenge, few notes, and the progress. You can use it for 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. And then don't forget to always add the review of that challenge, so you can do it better next time. This is another tracking page. You can track more things at a time using this tracker. And this one. This is another tracker. You can use it to track either 12 items or 12 months or something like that. Another tracker, this one is for 30 items or 30 days. This would be very good to track something throughout the month. And another tracker, this is going to be used for you to track something throughout the week. You see that it has the weekly day, the week's names. And another tracker, this can be used for the day. Tracker again. A lot of options to track things. Activity tracker. Also, this is very good to track activities for the entire month, and you can add here on the top the length of you are going to use to track things. Like for example, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour, and such. And then once you're done, you just highlight how much time you've spent for each of those activities. And don't forget to use a color code, because you don't always track one activity at a time. So if you track 2 or 3 activities, use different colors for each, and then use those colors to track the length. Another activity tracker. This one, it's not just for days. This one allows you to track your activities in particular hours. So for example, in the 3rd day, you have an activity started, the reading, for example. I have my reading class from 7 to 10, my reading time from 7 to 10 a.m. Mind maps, always start with scribbling your ideas using these mind maps or these brain dump pages. And this section ends with a few lists, like my bucket list, things that make me happy, things I'm good at, things I want to learn, things I'm grateful for, things I don't do enough, articles I want to read, my favorite books, adventures I've been on, adventures I want to go on, and lists. You can pick a few of these lists and create a particular notebook just for them so you can track your things. Inside the 2022 Digital Planner, you have 7 built-in templates. Each template has a color, and you will see the same color inside the index page, the cover page for that notebook, and right here on the top left side of the screen. So you will always know in which template, in which notebook you are, just by looking at the color. Inside the index pages, you have 12 chapters. These chapters have links to their section. If you don't know how to use the notebooks, I suggest to use the Outline Planner Setup worksheet to decide what kind of notebooks you need and what you will include inside each notebook. For example, I have decided that I need a life notebook with a few sections and an outline planner notebook, just as well as a work notebook and a courses notebook. And I have listed for each of those notebooks the type of sections I need. I took all this information and placed it inside my 2022 outline planner in the chapters area. So you see, the My Beautiful Life is actually the life notebook, and I have a Mind the Heart section, a health section, my books chapter, and also chapters for receipts, piano songs, trips, and vacation. For the outline planner notebook, I have only used up to 8 chapters, which is something I also encourage you to do. Don't use all 12 chapters for your notebooks. Allow yourself some space to add more chapters throughout the year. So I have Mind Clarity, digital notebooks involved, courses and tutorials involved, and also free worksheets and freebies about members, social media and blogging, planning tips, listing, and future plans. The work stuff includes design work for projects, money, equipment, and meeting notes. And the learn is my ongoing learning process. Usually I'm going to take notes from courses, online courses, like this note here for video editing, something I'm trying to learn right now. Let's go to the outline planner and see more ideas. So if I click on the first link, will bring me to the Mind Clarity, and you see that I'm using this chapter, just the simple notes pages. I don't need much. And I have included a template just after this index page, which is the clarity map. This clarity map allows me to see what I have accomplished, when I have accomplished, and what I'm currently working on, as well as what's next. Still on this notebook, I have the Volt digital notebooks, so it's this one here. You see that this is not a simple notes page. That's because I have screenshotted a page template and pasted it inside here. Let me show you. Unlock. Here it is. This was a simple line page, but I have screenshotted a page template and pasted in here to change the layout. Let's go back. Still on this section, I have used the following pages for just as they were, simple notes pages, but I have added a checklist right here on the left side of the screen so I can track the notebooks I have at the moment and the ones I'm planning to do in the future, as well as some ideas about new life planning or hobbies and future templates. I have details for particular books. You see here the outline book, or also you see in the title. I'm going to capture some sort of an edits I need to complete for this particular product based on people feedback. Now let's go to the third section, is the Vault courses and tutorials. I decided that I only need the notes page for this, so I'm going to list the courses I'm going to complete, the ones that I have already completed, and if I slide the page, then again I still use the simple notes pages to highlight the structure of each course and then the feedback I get for that course and a few notes about what to edit. Same idea for the Noteshelf course. Now let's go back to the index page. That's about it. You see that I have only circled the first 3 chapters because that's where I have added content. I still have to add content for the following chapters. Now let me go back to the life section and I'm going to show you how to add content in one section. And I have chosen the health section for this exercise. The health section looks like this, simple note pages, but I actually need to start with a health plan. So what I'm going to do is go to the extra templates, go to health, and let's slide, and I'll take this page here, screenshot, use the finger to capture the most important part. I think that's good. I'm going to hit the share button and copy. Done. Just delete this, you don't need it. And then go back to the life notebook, the health section, and use the square, rectangle, or whatever, how you call it, to paste that template. Let's scale it a bit to make it fit. Well, you will have to arrange it to make it fit, but I'm going to leave it just like this. And I'm going to lock it. Oh, here it is. So I will always start my health chapter with this plan, with a health plan. But then I also need a few additional pages for the health. So I'm going back to the health page, health chapter, which is where it is, health. And I'm going to get some of these pages, not all, but I do need the appointments because I need to track my health appointments. So I'm going to click edit so I can select more. Select this one. And then I'll need some appointments details. And then I want to have the sleep tracker. Okay. Copy those 3 templates, go back to the life notebook, go to the health chapter and tap plus, page from clipboard, and immediately after the index page, which is this one, you will get the new templates, the appointments, the appointment details, and the sleep tracker. So that's how you do with creating a special chapter inside your notebook.